friends. Thanks for joining us today. We are in Proverbs 22nd chapter and we are in the first verse. It's the 22nd day of the month, so that's why we're headed here. It talks about a good name. A good name is rather to be chosen than riches. Riches, basically silver and gold, money, fame, things of that nature. It's better to have a good name than to have all of that. So a good name, it says a good name is rather to be chosen, which means that we have an opportunity to choose a bad name. And how do we do that? Sometimes there are factors that go into our reputations and things that are attached to our names, but there are just four things that I just want to throw out and just want you to be mindful of them when you make decisions and as you do business practices and even as you go through life, just making friends or just moving about life, making acquaintances. The first thing is a good name is attached to what you do. You can earn a good name through honorable behavior, doing what is right no matter what the situation. You can earn a good name by really having a relationship with God and a good name in your relationships by exerting godly wisdom, doing the right thing, and even asking God to lead you and guide you and into making the right decision. You can have a good name by doing what's right, having the moral courage to do what's right, no matter if there's anybody watching or not, but having that courage to just do the right thing, even if you end up with the short end of the stick. Just doing the right thing gives you and almost puts a stamp on your name to say this is a good person, this is a good name. And even self-control, having personal integrity, that affects your name. Let me tell you about a name and how a name carries a reputation. When I say McDonald's, you think of certain things. When I say Burger King or even Starbucks, Rolex, Mercedes-Benz, even Ford or Dodge. When I say those things, if I say Canon, or I don't know, some kind of motorcycle, Harley Davidson, those names carry a reputation. Let me tell you, a good name for a product is rather to be chosen than riches. So people who are selling products, people who have companies, they want their product to have a good name and to have a good reputation. Think about people who they have endorsing products. Those individuals have to have a good reputation. They have to have a good name and not have, a scandal or anything tarnished connected to their name. And when something does happen, even Nike, you know what happens. When something happens to an athlete, when an athlete finds himself in a bad situation, they pull those endorsements because they don't want their good name attached to a scandalous situation. Even if that person was not found to be in the wrong, they just don't want their name connected to the muddy waters. And so that should be your desire, not to have your name connected to things that are muddy, to things that are dark, to things that are untrue, to things that are scandalous. You should want to protect your name. Let me tell you in your personal life how valuable your name is. A good name should be chosen even more than money. That's what it says in the 22nd chapter in the first verse. Your name is your reputation per se. It's like your marketing tool, your brand. It's your advertisement of who you are. Do you know that your name and who you are and your reputation will go into rooms that you will never physically walk into? People will have conversations in their offices about you, about your name, about your reputation, and you will never be the wiser. And especially if it's a conversation that does not come out favorable for you, you'll never know that. But if it's a conversation that comes out favorable and you end up in a situation that is favorable or advances you to a new place, believe you me, somebody had a conversation about you before they even approached you with the deal or before they even approached you with the opportunity. A good name is rather to be chosen. Do the right thing. A good name, I'm telling you, a good reputation is better than being rich. There are rich people who can broker any deal that they want. But because some of them are shrewd in their dealings, and some of them don't have the best reputations. There are people who don't necessarily want to deal with them, and sometimes they deal with them just because they have to, because they may have a block on, that thing that they need in order to advance to the next place. But there are some people who have money and they broker deals, and they are known for doing the right thing. They are known for answering the call, or answering questions, or just coming out to the end of a deal. That's what I'm trying to say. Coming out to the end of a deal, whether it's favorable or not, they'll take maybe the short end of the stick, just so that everybody walks away with a good taste in their mouth, so to speak. Those kind of people will always have individuals coming after them, looking for them, asking them if they want to go into business, want to go into partnership. People who add value to other people, they're always sought after and sought out. So remember that whenever you're trying to broker a deal, put together a deal, whenever you're trying to maintain or begin a relationship, whenever you're looking to make advancement, or to go looking for a promotion, think about your name. Think about your reputation. Think about the things that you've done, can do, or will do, and how they will tarnish or highlight your name or your reputation. Think about the moves that you make before you make them, because ultimately they'll end up following you around. So here is your pearl of wisdom. You and you alone hold the key to your reputation. Nobody else does. Only you. So the things that you do, the things that you say, the way that you interact in situations, all of that is a part of who you are. There are even friends of yours, I would bet anything on it. There are friends of yours who will either recommend you for jobs and opportunities and even events, because they know that you're going to handle yourself correctly. You're going to handle yourself professionally. You're not going to tell anybody off. You're not going to cut people up. You're not going to go in and try to take over. And they don't mind having their name attached to your name when they recommend you for a situation. However, there are friends of yours who will never tell you this, but they will never invite your name into a conversation or recommend you for a job or a promotion or anything of that nature, because they know how you are. They know that you may bite somebody's head off. They know that you may cut somebody up one side and down the other with your lips and with the words of your mouth. They know that they can't count on you, or they can't depend on you responding correctly or in the politically correct way, because when someone refers you to something, or someone says, hey, that would be a good person to try this out, their name is connected to that. So I want to encourage you, even on the flip side, be careful about the people that you refer to situations that you refer to business opportunities and things of that nature. Don't just refer people just to be referring people. Think about their character. Think about their reputation. And for goodness sake, think about the reputation that their name carries, because that can affect a lot of things. Your pearl of wisdom is that you and only you have the opportunity, the power to really give your name a good impression or give your name a bad impression. It all falls in your lap, and you have the power to do so. Listen, we thank you so much for joining us today. We want to encourage you to like, to share, and to subscribe to this channel, and we will see you next time. Thanks for joining us.